Hello, who do we have in here? Let me know who's in here and who wants to be on the list, and we will get started. Who do we have in here? And can you hear me? All right, I'm just going to wait a little bit here. Gabby, are you still in here? Hey, Victoria, how are you doing? Who are you? Who's in here? Sorry, I got a little delayed here. Christmas just got cancelled. Christmas just got cancelled. So how are you guys doing? And anyone in here who want to be on the list, let me know. And so we can get started. Can you guys hear me? You have to post if you want to be on the list, otherwise I wouldn't know. And then we will get started. Hey, you're about to go to work. Oh yeah, the conditions of working as a nurse, I know. Tough work. Yes, Victoria, put you on. Hey, Julia. Hey, Roma. We agreed that Roma is Italy, right? All right, let's get started with the free list. Let's put you on, Victoria, because you are going to go. Allow me to just post it here. Julie, I'll put you on. Sania. Roma is what? Yeah, it is Italy. Italia. My Italian is not that great, but I have a tendency to speak Spanish with an Italian dialect because I started listening to Italian music. GM13, yes. Jen, I'll also put you on. Yes. Sania, are you still in here? Otherwise, I have to know. Otherwise, I don't. Hey, Gabby, how are you guys doing? Sorry, got delayed because turns out my family has gotten COVID, so Christmas just got cancelled. Sania, yeah, you on as well. Yeah, Sania, I'll put you on here. Yep, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 4 spots left, and then we will get started. I'm going to start with Victoria because she's going to go to work, so that's just, yeah. Yeah, that's how it is. It's how it is. COVID is everywhere. So, Victoria, throw out your question. Yeah, it will be no Christmas. We just got Christmas cancelled. So this part of the family is sick. This part of the family is sick. Christmas is cancelled. They haven't recovered yet. They got it a week ago. They're not done yet. They're not that old either. One thing is that one of the children has managed to escape it. So that's a bit of a fun thing, huh? Even though he lives in the same house. So what's next movement from the Cancerian? We will look into that. How long has it's been with the Cancerian here? Thank you, guys. They're gonna be fine. They're not that old. Not that old. Well, let's see. I hope they're gonna be fine too. So what is the next movement from the Cancerian towards Victoria? It's the same. In terms of what, Victoria? I want to know precisely in terms of what his next move. Next move in terms of like a long-term connection here. Because, you know, next move might be he sends a message. So we're looking towards like the commitment level here, right? His next move in commitment, right? Yeah. Thank you for the concerns. Yeah, things are going to be fine. What is going to be the Cancerian's next move towards Victoria? What is going to be the Cancerian's next move towards Victoria? What is going to be the Cancerian's next move towards Victoria? He's definitely not planning on walking away. That's for sure. Oh, Oh my God, what is up with the Cancerian? Do you your Cancerian guy may have a little bit of a abandonment issue here, a little bit, I want to say, meaning that he may be fleeing, like, how can I say? He has a tendency to walk to. All right, let me. Your Cancerian guy here is not particularly happy right now. He's not planning on walking away from you. He's planning on returning to you, but he or definitely not returning to you. He's just. I have to say, it doesn't show up as him being happy. You might need to have a conversation with him about what makes him happy in general, right? How does he feel emotionally independent? Is he happy within himself? Because he could have a tendency to run away sometimes from situations here. And he could also have a tendency to stay in situations where he should be leaving because he struggles a little bit with his emotions. We have the Eight of Cups in reverse, clarified by the Nine of Cups in reverse. So to me, that seems as though he might be challenged in terms of talking about his emotions. He's not walking away from you, but because he may be a little bit unhappy within himself, he could contemplate it, right? But he's not planning on doing it. So this is one of the situations I would suggest sitting down and talking, right? About what it means to do the right thing. It feels as though this person here, sometimes he allows logic to take over. He in terms of how he deals with emotions. He seems to feel scared to be in a situation according to his past. Yeah, and that's something he needs to address here, Victoria, because he can't put you into a position where you're just a placeholder. You also have dignity. So his commitment issues is something to be worked on, right? To balance things out. You're not the one that's gonna fix his shit. So that's just my opinion here. He's not planning on walking away, but he's not opening his communication with you. Yeah. So he's a little bit of a mess here. So we have Sania. Thank you, Victoria. Sania, please give me a question here. I mean, you can't be scared to be in a relationship. If he's scared to be in a relationship, he shouldn't be dating. All right, general reading for 2021. I can't do that, Sania. That's too big. I can see it. I can pull up on a general energy without. I can pull one general energy that might be with you throughout 2021, but I can't go into the depths of it. Because, if you've seen any of the 2020 readings or the 2021 readings that will come out next week, these readings are like 30 or 40 minutes long. At least 20 or 30 minutes. That's how long it takes to do a general reading for a year. You're welcome. So an overall energy here for Sania, an underlying for Sania for 2021. An energy that will play. Which sign? I'm going to see what's coming towards you in love. I'm going to see what's coming towards you in love. If the sign shows up, what sign? Let's see what pops up. I can't promise anything. What's coming towards you in love? What's coming towards Sania in love? Hi, Ashley. What's coming towards Sania in love, in romantic love? What is coming towards Sania in romantic love? What's up for Sania in romantic love? What is up for Sania in romantic love? Well, first and foremost, are you even dating here? Are you even going out there? Are you doing anything here? I'm seeing first and foremost, I'm seeing you being released. I'm seeing you avoiding some kind of a trap here. Or not trap. I see you avoiding getting stuck in your head. You're taking back your freedom here. But it might be that in the past, I see you probably worked a lot on yourself in terms of balancing out your life in love. And slowly but surely, I see you being ready to go out there and commit. But you might still have some scars here with you. That keep you sometimes stuck a little bit in your head here, where you are actually not giving in. Are you giving? You had a bad relationship in your past here, because I see you releasing yourself from it, but it is as though you still have some scars here, and those scars are following you, so you are not actually giving into this situation. And that is a little bit of a challenge here in terms of what's coming towards you. It's because if you it's like you're blocking it. All right, you're not even working on it. You're not collaborating. Your heart is a little bit blocked here. You have a lot of options out there for you, but it's like you're not grabbing it because of those scars. Yeah. The thing is, there's a wish fulfillment here waiting for you. Absolutely, there's an emperor waiting for you. Are you kidding me? Will you look at these cards here? When I went down a little bit in the pile, that's a wish fulfillment. But is it gonna be the first one? Probably not. But in order for you to find it, you should probably do some work here. If you are not ready, Sanya, if you are not ready, it hurts so much. Then it's time for you to do some healing work on your own. All right? Don't throw yourself out there if you're not ready, because if you're not ready and you have not done the emotional work, and you don't have a strong moral philosophy. I use moral philosophy a lot, like meaning what you have the. If you have a strong moral philosophy, you have a strong sense of when you can recognize when something is wrong for you, or when something is great for you, and then you're not as scarred or so afraid. I want to say, of going out there. But if you have not done the work, then you get caught up in a loop of being afraid. Yeah. Maybe it's a time here for you to go in some harm, to do some work on yourself here. Right? Because what's coming towards you, I'm not seeing a lot coming toward. I'm not really seeing it being possible. So some emotional work possibly for you. Yeah. But you have to remember, Sania, healing. We say that time is a healer. Time is a healer, but you also have to do the work. It's very important that you do the work. People, it's not just about putting distance between you and the event. It's also by taking the event and then looking at it and then learning from it and growing. And then you become ready. And then, time. It takes time to do work. And then there will be a great commitment coming your way. All right? There's a partnership there when you do the work here and you find emotional independence within yourself. So we have Julie Slade. And the advice here for you is to understand, Sania, the advice here I got for you is to understand the mechanism of breadcrumbing, right? What might happen here with the Eight of Swords and the Six of a Pentacle, for you might have been exposed to the consequences of breadcrumbing if you have been in a very, very, very toxic relationship, even love bombing, right? But that's a physical condition that goes from your head into your body, where you fuck up the reward system. And that can result in some scars here, where you are afraid of going into that sloth machine again. So possibly learn to understand the mechanism of breadcrumbing, right? So you know when to say no. That might be your gateway here. So Julie. Julie, do we have you in here, Julie? Julie. Am I even pronouncing that right? Julie. Julie. Hey, Argo, how are you doing? Did my chat break or what? Oh my god, sorry guys, the chat was off. Let me see. Now I can see. Can I see you now? Now I see you. Great. Pisces with Taurus, 10 years on and off. 10 years? Julie, 10 years. How old are you, Julie? On and off weekly. All right. Chat was off, yeah. But I can see it now. What is the question here, Julie? 10 years on and off. But then again, didn't I have a 7-year on it? Or 10 year? All right. What's the question here, Julie? I can already see my personal advice would be to walk away with dignity. You can sit here and be very smart, like walk away, but I did it myself. I ain't no saint. I fucked up myself as well, Where do you think all the wisdom comes from? Well, most of it. This last year, he keeps running back. Well, he can run into a slammed door. Personal opinion here. What's the question here? Sorry, I don't even have all the context. I'm just 10 years. My God, darling. Taught you a lot. Respect, value, wisdom, hurt. Yeah, that's what they do. So what is the question, Julie? What's the question here? No. Is he gonna stay? Is he gonna stay? So we will look into, will he offer you a stable commitment coming in here? How am I gonna do that? By that I mean, how am I gonna look into it? All right. Yes. How are we gonna phrase this one? We will look into it. All right, Julie? 10 years, my darling. All right. You know what? We're gonna do a quick one. Afraid of commitment? 10 years? He's what I would call pussy. Sorry. I am. You can tell me off, all right? I'm very brutal sometimes, and you can tell me to shut up and that I'm an idiot. I will accept it. I just have a very rush. His kids and families block him too. A man once told me, the woman you want to be with, you will do anything to be with her. And he also was that maybe I have commitment issues, but he himself decided. He told me that, you know what, when you just find it, you make room for it. And when you think about it, you yourself, you can work 16 hours a day, and when you really want it, you work for it. You find time because there's 24 hours a day. Take it from a true workaholic here. All right, Julie. Julie and the toys. Your Taurus is full of broken promises, and I can see that you are losing hope in this situation here. The connection here is coming. The thing about this connection is that the two of you are reaching a brand new start here, in the sense that there will be clarity. This is the sort of truth that's cutting in between the two of you, the connections between you, because you have lost hope, and your Taurus here is full of broken promises, right? This is not your Prince Charming. This prince here, he breaks your heart continuously, again and again and again. All right. So he's a little bit full of himself. I know he's gonna sound rough here. Your person here is he will not give you anything good. He is caught up in his own shit. No, he's caught up in his own life. Possibly even sometimes being a little bit feeling sorry for himself and how things may not be going his way. Or I know he probably brings a lot of bad excuses here, Julie, to the table, because he's too much in himself and his own pain. So he's not really capable of watching your pain or seeing it or experiencing it, right? And that's a bit selfish here. you are now reaching this conclusion that you don't really feel a lot of hope. I see you losing hope in this situation. You yourself also, like, it seems as though the energy between the two of you are reaching a common understanding that maybe it's just time to cut this down. You know, no communication is a communication. And I actually see you losing, I have to say, it feels as though you're losing interest here. Slowly but surely, Julie, it's like this might have just become a habit here. You are energetically, you are actually cutting the ties to this person. Because you want a new start. I mean, Aquarian age is waiting for you. All right, Julie, the Aquarian age is waiting for you for a brand new start with new energy and fresh energy. And that's basically where this connection here is moving. That's where, again, the advice for you is to break the ties from this situation here. It may hurt, but this here is not the right thing. It's not built on a proper foundation. Break away. Cut the tie, and I already see you doing it. You are so close. So, Julie, that's where you stand with this here. Will he offer you anything? No, he's not going to offer you anything. He's not going to offer you anything. He will offer you broken promises. But he taught you a lot of lessons here, didn't he? And guess what? There's someone better waiting out there for you. So where were we here? Where were we with the list? It's Christmas. Yeah. Let me just turn it down, otherwise it's gonna get stuck. Where's the list? Where's the list? Where's the list? Where is my list? Hold on, I'm just gonna update it here. Who do we have on? Ah, yes, that's right, Benita. Benita, are you still in here? No, yeah. All right, so thank you, Victoria. I completely lost it. Thank you. Gem 13, are you still in here? Gem 13, throw it up. Throw out your question. The free list is closed, guys. You can donate $5 to get on. And I even, if you don't know if you see, the super chat is actually on. Is it not? Yes, it is. Gem 13, are you on? Gem 13. Thank you. Can you tell me what the Scorpio's intentions are and if you will hear back from him? Yes, first and foremost, I would like a little bit of context here. You can see his intentions are and will you hear back from him. So I suppose that this is a person that you are dating who is ghosting you, right? Is that what we are? So, hey, Plum, Princess, welcome to. So let's see. We are the Scorpion's intentions and if you will hear back from him. It's only one question, guys, here. So I will look into where his intentions are. And from that, we will determine whether or not you will hear back from him. Those two tend to go together. All right. The Scorpio's intentions. What are the Scorpio's intentions towards Gem 13? He's a ghoster and then he comes back. Well, isn't he lovely? What is the Gem? What are the Scorpio's intentions towards Gem in terms of like a proper, decent behavior? Guys, This narcissistic dating culture, and when I say culture, I'm not talking about a group of narcissists. I'm talking about a culture, not people. It's getting on my nerves. It's popping up every time I do general readings, and I get annoyed every time. Trust me, I know how to recognize the cultural traits and the personality trait. And the personality rarely shows up. All right, what are the Scorpio's intentions towards Gem 13? What are the Scorpio's intentions towards Gem 13? What are the Scorpio's intentions towards Gem 13? What are his intentions? Well, that is interesting. Thank you, Plum. That is very, very, very interesting. How long have you known the Scorpio? Well, first and foremost, he's a little bit of a workaholic, right? He's a typical. I mean, he could be an Earth sign here, right? When it comes to this Scorpio here, he's one of those guys who has a profound plan about where it is that he wants to go, how he wants to go. He has all of the he has all of the steps planned out. All right, that makes him a very, very slow moving energy, and it makes him a bit obnoxious, right? He could probably have a bit of Earth in his chart here. But he's very, very slow. So his intentions towards you are the Knight of a Pentacle. And that's a very, 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 very slow-moving energy. This is one of those you should probably give a little kick here once in a while and tell him the consequences that you may, he needs to be more collaborative with you. He does have it within you, right? His intentions are actually to work this up here along the way. Because he finds it difficult to actually like push away. Even if he wanted to push this connection away, it's a bit difficult for him. But he's too slow. I have to say, he's too slow. This is one of those people who could offer you a commitment in 5 years. So if I were you, I would call him out on it. If you want something that's a bit more collaborative, you should call him out on it. Is he gonna agree with you? Probably not, but he could sometimes be a bit selfish in that, I don't know, he has this plan of how things are supposed to go, right? There is a potential for stability here between the two of you. It could go somewhere, right? It could go somewhere. But this person here, he needs to get a little wake-up call, I want to say. Personal opinion, he should get a little wake-up call here. But he is trying to work up something stable with you. He may just not know how, right? Because he may struggle a little bit with his emotions. He may struggle with emotional intelligence, I want to say. But there's potential between the two of you. And he's not contacting you here coming immediately. He's not going to contact you because he's going to pull back. I don't know if he has some kind of an ideal of thinking that this is how it's supposed to go by the book. Meaning that he could have been one of those... not idiots. It's a bit of a... You know those guys who read the This Is How You Get Laid school books? He could be one of those who has a he misunderstands courtship. Let's say it like that. So if I were you, I would sit down and tell him, you know what? This is the proper method. Don't listen to Barney Stinson or whatever his name is. Don't listen to those ridiculous pick up. What are they called? The pickup culture. Don't listen to that. Listen to a human being. And these are my needs. You have to meet my needs, or you can see your spot. Go to another person. Personal opinion here. So we have Jen. Jen Fisher. I will see. Tomorrow I'm probably got my butt off tomorrow. Getting ready for, well, yeah. This is just going to be some busy days. I will go online when I get the chance again. But enjoy your work, Victoria. All right, Jen. Throw out your question, please. Throw out. What's coming towards you in Korea? What's the current situation here, Jen? What is coming towards Jen in her career? What is coming towards Jen in her career? What is coming towards Jen? Sorry. What is coming towards Jen here? See ya, Victoria. Thank you for showing up. And good luck with the cancer. Cancerian guy, right? And enjoy work. What is coming towards Jen in her career? What is coming towards Jen in her career? Whoopsie. What is coming towards Jen in her career? Thank you, and I appreciate you showing up. Always nice to see you. What is coming towards Jen in her career? What is coming towards Jen in her career? What do you do for work here, Jen? Jen, I'm not seeing. I see in terms of your career here. There's something about your emotional attachment to your career. That's something here is a little bit off. I would like to know what it is that you do, because I'm not seeing. I'm seeing. I work 2 days in a rest cooking and 5 days at home with kiddos. I have to say, I'm seeing you being not particularly happy because of the social surroundings here when it comes to your career. There could be that there's a lot of busy environment, not enough support, social support, I want to say. It might be one of those situations where you're not properly appreciated for the work that you do. And when you tell me that you work 5 days at home with the kiddos, it could be as simple as, kiddos not really appreciating the work that you do as a parent. You feel like you're in the wrong place, and it seems as though you are as well, Jen. I'm not seeing you being particularly happy. I'm not seeing you being particularly... It's like you're not smiling from your heart here. So in terms of your career, I'm not really seeing like a new offer here. There could be a potential offer here for you. Right now it's just a little bit delayed, but it would be for a brand new start. Timing may not be on your side here right now, right? But I would say that I would definitely suggest, Oh, the thing is, then you have to be mindful here, because whatever it is that you're doing here, it's about your emotional. You're not emotionally satisfied by this, right? It's like your creativity is not satisfied. Your heart is not beating for it. You are definitely in the wrong place. It's actually something you should be mindful of, because this I feel as though this could actually lead to a burnout for you, and by that it's actually not particularly good. Because it feels as though you become, bored by what you do, and nothing really creates, meaning your creative power is just not satisfied here. And that's really something to be mindful of here, because for the time being, I do see you being put up by your circumstances here, where you don't really have a lot of free will right now. And that sucks. I have to say, it absolutely sucks. But in the long run here, Jen, I would suggest that you might open up your eyes for new ventures here, because your cups, like your creative power, all your feminine energy is actually being drained here. Especially because I don't feel as though you are in the right environment. And if you're not mindful, if you're not very careful about being paying attention to the environment that you are in, you risk burnout. And what is burnout? Burnout has these same symptoms of a depression. The only thing is that it's not a depression; it's a burnout. So you can heal from it by removing yourself from the environment that you are in. All right, you have some ideas. Explore those ideas, Jen. Absolutely explore them. My timing may not be with you right now, but absolutely here. Explore your ideas. Have the courage here to expand your boundaries. And be patient. No? But I would not suggest that you accept staying in this position forever, because you're not happy. So, scared of another lockdown, because we just had a complete lockdown here. My country is in complete lockdown. All shops have closed down. Schools have closed down, even for the young children here. Even for the young children. I see that you are stagnant, and you do, Jan, this shows up as though you do have your circumstances working against you a little bit here. But it's only for a time, right? It might, yeah, for instance, like you say, your kiddos at home. Could be the timing right now, but how can I say this? It's not going to be like this forever. So that's why explore your ideas already. Start putting it in motion here. Just start putting a little bit in motion. It may take a while before it actually manifests, but there's a potential for it for you to manifest something new and solid into your life. So that's what I got for you here. All right. The Gemini's current intention, he kept saying he's very busy with work, and I got upset he wasn't talking much. Didn't we agree that the Gemini didn't have work? And then we started talking again and suggested spend New Year's together. Well, he probably wants to get laid. Sorry, you and the Gemini. There's going to come a point when I'm going to block him in my energies, because one day I was in the kitchen doing my cooking and his energy showed up and I got pissed. Like, all right. The moment you're prolonged, if you bring a particular person I don't like into my energies for a very long time, it's going to come a point when I say no. Because nobody disturbs my cooking. Especially not fuckboys that are not even my fuckboys. Not that I have any. I closed that door a long, long time ago. It's not your fault, Gabby. It's not your fault. Don't apologize. All right, what are the Gemini's current intentions? You are caught in a hamster wheel here. What are the Gemini's current intentions towards Gabby? What does he want? Oh, would you look at that? Caught in a hamster wheel because you're not seeing the truth here. I'm trying to move on with the new ball. I'm getting pretty bored already. I know that just... right, guys, just... I'm not even going to comment on that. Hi, Golly. All right, what's the Gemini's intentions towards Gabby? Yeah. He doesn't want you to date other people, right? That's simple. He wants you to stay loyal to him. Is he willing to give you any kind of commitment? Not really. Not really. He just likes status quo. It's really that simple. That's what I'm getting here. Yeah, he still doesn't want it though. He's not going to offer. He wants what he always wants, Gabby. He's not going to commit you any kind of a commitment though. Yeah, he's not willing to give. He's not willing to offer you any kind of commitment, but he's not, because he's not ready. But he would like to have access to you to get the privileges he wanted. Even if you are in a relationship with someone else, he would still want to have access to the privileges. So he's up to the same old games. All right, he's up to the same old games. Things are not growing. This is still stagnant here. You're not looking at things realistically. It's not moving forward between the two of you. It's not really moving forward here. What he wants from you is fun. The advice is to say no, but you're not going to take it. He wants to continue as with the same path here, right? He wants to remove any kind of misunderstanding between the two of you, offer you a little bit here and there, and then he's going to take off. I would not suggest you spend New Year's with him, no. I would not suggest that you spend any time with him whatsoever, no. I suggest that you cut him off completely. And if he wants you, he needs to lose you completely. And then he can come back correct. As in completely correct. And then we have Benita. I don't know why you ask either, Gabby, because it's the same answer. He's not. Yeah, you can, Gabby, absolutely. So, Benita? Benita, are you in here? Benita? Oh, let me see. List up here. Benita, are you still in here? Please throw out your question. All right, Gabby, throw out your question then. But the Gemini's in overall, Gabby, the Gemini's intention is to not have any miscommunication with you. He doesn't want to break your heart. He does, in his own well, believe that he has great intention, but realistically, not really, meaning that the effects of his actions are still stupid. Yes, Benita, you throw out your question. You can and then we'll do it after Gabby here. How will the great Saturn Jupiter conjunction tomorrow affect me personally? Well, probably I would need to look at your chart to look into that. Oh, do we have the Saturn Jupiter tomorrow? Is that tomorrow? Is that why I'm in complete organizational mode today? I swear to God, today is like, all right. Oh my God, that explains. That is so funny. Sorry. It's because today I was in this mode. I recognized it. It happened the exact same time around last year where I was like, all right, so something big is going to happen. I'm getting ready for it. It's like clearing up my space for it. Saturn Jupiter conjunction. We agree that it's in Aquarius, right? Please tell me it's in Aquarius. I can't deal with it again with the Capricorn. Gabby, I can't do that because it's too much. Normally I would need the entire chart. To do that, I would need the entire chart. I would need to know where the planets are falling, how they are aspected, what houses they aspect, other planets, all of that. So how will just give just give me an energy here for how will the Saturn Jupiter conjunction affect Gabby tomorrow? How will you set it? Saturn Jupiter conjunction. No, Gabby, we can look into it. Saturn and Jupiter conjunction. I don't know. Jupiter has been great for me all year. I've been in a hermit year this year. I just did the numerology. It even said my year of 2020 would be hermit year. So that's great. So let's see. Well, how will the conjunction tomorrow affect Gabby? Just give me an idea. How will it affect Gabby tomorrow? But you have to remember this conjunction is something that marks a transition, right? How will it affect Gabby tomorrow? Right, that makes sense. Yes, of course, Gabby. Well, there are some skeletons here that, there are some skeletons from the past that you are still not looking at. Surprise there. We have Judgment in reverse and the Hierophant in reverse. You're gonna block this. There are energies that are gonna be available to you, which are about making peace with the past, looking at your past, understanding all the lessons, especially those of how can I say this, of baggage you may be carrying around with you from way back in regards to society and family, and all of that family karma, I want to say, Hierophant. And by family karma, I mean just belief system, dogmas that have been pushed upon you, which may not be yours, right? That ability, that lesson of looking at truths that you have been taught and conditioned to believe, but which they do not really feel like yours, right? All of that, there's going to be an opportunity here for you to really come into your higher power, but you're going to block it, right? Because in order to do so, you will need to do a hermit year of, at least not hermit year, you will need to start asking different questions about setting up boundaries here, so that you can open up and come into alignment with your soul family. But it comes with pain. It comes with looking at pain points, and it comes with not having all the answers available to you immediately, and it comes with a lot of work, because what it comes with you putting a closure to a cycle here, and it very much have to do with learning to set up boundaries around yourself, and it's going to require a lot of inner resilience, and a lot of inner work here, and that is what I'm seeing you push away a little bit here. But the way it's going to affect you here is that on the day, you might get a little cranky here. You might have some skeletons in your closet here that will be moving within you. And because you're not going to be feeling confident enough to dive into it, you're going to get a little cranky possibly. Right? But that's because you're being pushed into change. You're being pushed into a change, but you have to accept it. There's a possibility of it being a little bit of a cranky day. Not always, but you might, by when I say cranky, you may place, you may just, find it easier to blame, to just, get mad at others when you are mad at yourself, but we all do that, right? We can all do that. When something here is touched, with something here is disturbing within, it's just so easy to have those emotions directed towards someone, right? That's normally where we have these bad connections in our life. They tend to be a perfect opportunity to project that outwards. Sit with it. Yeah, the advice is to sit with it, right? Don't let it stop you. Go about your day. Do what you normally do, right? And then if you have an emotional experience, just be in it. Don't bubble it up. Do some journaling. It may just be you get cranky at your microwave, right? It may be that you get cranky because someone here is not calling you. So then we have Benita. What's your question here, Benita? What was that? You go shower. Take a shower there. Hey, Steve. What does it mean if if Neptune is in my 11th house and Mercury in my 4th house? Well, that would definitely depend on everything in your chart. What you have Neptune in your 11th house. What is your Neptune in, your planet? What's the rule of your 11th house? And why are we talking about Mercury and Neptune in general? And what are the importance in your chart? Mercury in your 4th house means that you have a tendency possibly to you rationalize from the value systems that your family gave to you. Neptune in 11th house. There's a lot of having dreams about your social circles and all of that. All right, Benita, please throw out. I work in retail. Benita, can you give me your question here? May I know what the Capricorn's feelings and thoughts are towards me? That's to the feelings here. I can only do one. Do you want his feelings or do you want his thoughts about you? His feelings or your thoughts about you? Those two are absolute different things, and yes, they are different things. Do you want me how? You're welcome, Steve. His feelings, right? What are the Capricorn's feelings towards you? Well, you know what, Steve? It's so easy to get those. You just Google him. But normally, if it had to be with you personally, I would need to look at your chart. What are the Capricorn's feelings towards Benita? 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 What are the Capricorn's feelings? What are the Capricorn's feelings towards Benita? Capricorn feelings towards Benita. You're not dating, no? You're just friends. I don't feel as though he's not in love, though. I don't really see that. Benita, we have the Ace of Cups in reverse. He's not in love. He's very. Yeah, I'm not really seeing love here for you. If that is what you're thinking about. So I'm sorry, that's one Ace of Cups in reverse, and the Strength for me, that's an unrequited love situation a little bit here. I'm not really seeing him wanting to actually go on something here. Oh, you're just wondering. All right, I'm not seeing like a romantic love offer here, right? He might enjoy having, if he had a crush. I'm not seeing him having a crush. I'm seeing him possibly enjoying having conversations with you. You might be very, very smart here. But I would not suggest that you throw yourself into a love adventure here with the Capricorn. That might be unrequited. Right. It's not because he doesn't. He still, he still, thinks fondly of you as a friend, though. So, but that's what I get. It feels far more that it's friendly feelings here for you. At the current moment, at least. Oh no, is that I'm a Cancer? You're welcome. Well, Cancer energies are beautiful. I love the Cancerian energy. Cancers, however, they can sometimes challenge, they challenge Capricorns all the time. Ashley, throw out your question. Ashley. Well, Mercury in your 4th house, that could speak to you because that's family and all that. Does N have a crush on me? Taurus is Sagittarius. Everybody wants the Sagittarius, don't they? I understand you. I absolutely follow you. They're gorgeous. It's just a lot of people come in here and it's they have questions about Sagittarian people. I get you. I get you. So we have here Ashley. What? Hey, boss bitch. The free, by the way, guys, the free list is closed. You can donate, and then I will take your question, or you can wait till I go online again. I may do it before Christmas. I don't know if I will find the time. All right. Does N have a crush on Ashley? I was waiting for communication, and he finally 6 days ago. And all right. Does he have a crush on you? Does N have a crush on Ashley? Does he have a crush on Ashley? Does N have a crush on Ashley? Ashley, what do you know about the Sagittarius in general? It feels as though your Sagittarius here is has a bit of a confusion going on within himself. I don't feel as though he has a crush on you, though. I feel as though he is. You are social media friends, yeah. I don't feel as though he has a crush on you, though. I don't think he would need more for that, right? Yeah, I don't feel as though he has a crush on you, I have to say. I don't know, did he just come out of a connection with someone? I feel as though your Sagittarius here is going through something here within himself. He's not sleeping that well. I don't know if he just got out of a connection with someone. Possibly a water sign. It feels as though there's something here he's not willing to face within himself. I don't know. Yeah. If there's gonna be a commitment here between the two of you, you will need to have a bit of a patience here, actually. Because it feels as though your Sagittarius has a choice to make. He might be deciding to focus on you, but it feels as though there is someone else in his energy that is difficult for him to walk away from, right? And that's something to be mindful of. So between the two of you, please, before you fall into like headless over, fall headlessly in love with him, be mindful that he's able to be there for you as well, right? That he doesn't bring commitment issues with him. It feels as though he knows there's a decision here that's being forced upon him, and that you might be able to bring a lot of healing and love into his life, and that's what he doesn't want to let go of. But I would still, personally, I would not wear my heart on my sleeve with him. I would have some boundaries here, right? With him. So he knows where the land is. That's all I get. So he knows where the land is. Don't allow him to just take privileges here with you. You're not a stepping stone. So if there's going to be a commitment here between the two of you, there will be some work that needs to be done. Especially if he has a tendency to ghost. Right? If he has a tendency to ghost, you will need to let him know that that's not cool with you. Yeah. So that's what I get here. We have Queen S. You have to remember, just because there's a commitment with him in the future doesn't necessarily mean, did you get the nature of that commitment? I don't know. There's something about him here. It's not a bad energy. It's not a bad energy. It's just that if I were you, I would, oh, you do that, Steve. If I were you, Ashley, I would just, stand up to yourself a little bit here. Not you're supposed to tell him no, but just let him know that if you are not an emotional trash can in any case, because you know what, you have this Taurus energies, and Taurus have a beautiful capacity of embracing a lot of people. That's a Taurus gift. They can handle a lot of people. They can handle a lot of emotions. They're very solid, very grounded. But sometimes that can also make Taurus people a bit of an emotional trash can for people. And that's just something here to stand up and say, I will be there for you. I will care for you. We can take things slowly here, but it has to be equal. I'm a Virgo dealing with my Scorpio husband. Intentions to start over. Ooh, Virgo and Scorpio. Scorpio people. Queen S, are you in here, Queen S? Finance. Yes, Queen S. Can I get a bit more about finance? What do you want to know in terms of finance? What kind of finance? What do you want me to tell you about finance? Personally, I think financial questions are best left by, looking at the... I don't... I'm educated at a business school. I do better financial advice by looking at people's finances, not by using tarot. Career and finance for 2021. I can't do a 2021 reading, Queen S, because that would that's too big of a reading. This is a simple reading. 2021 readings, they're too heavy. They're 12 months. I can only pull one card, and I can't. Career finance, that's a paid reading. I'm sorry. You can give me a question of advice for your finance. Again, it's personal opinion. Finances for me, best advice I give in terms of finances by looking at people's finances. Hey, Mikia. Oh, thank you. So, do you want me to look what's coming towards you in career? And also remember, career and finances. Just not gonna. I'm gonna go completely. But career finance is also two completely different things. That's why finances for me. That's show me your papers and I will give you an advice. Career, that's I can also do. Well, welcome to Mikia. Oh, love. So, but what do you want me to? All right. So I'm just gonna do a general. What's coming towards you in love? So I'm gonna look into what's coming towards you in love then. Queen S, please give me a question and a proper question, and then I will look into it. It's like what's coming towards me in love? What's coming towards me in my career? How can I make my career grow? What's best action for me to? What action can I do to take to further the growth in my career? How can I better improve my current conditions? All right, career. I'm gonna look into what's this. All right, Spirit. Let's see. What do we have for career for Queen S? What do we have for career for Queen S? Anything you want to tell Queen S in regards to her career? Hey, boss bitch. Have a look into that. Hold on. I have no idea what that currency is. I have no idea what that currency is. But you have to remember it's $5 for each for questions. Well, let's see here. Let's see what Queen S her career here. What's up for Queen S and her career? Queen S and her career. Yes, that's Queen S and her career. Show me Queen S and her career. Show me Queen S and her career. Queen S, what do you do for a career right now? I'm seeing a little bit of a lack of balance. To be honest, your career looks as though there's been not of a... Hold on, I'll be there in a minute. Queen S, I see in your career here, there's been a lack of balance, meaning that it could be that you either put in too much time or too little time. It's just things have not been scaled. Let's say it like that. Things have not been scaled. Possibly impatience could have been playing in here. As a result, now I see possibly stress having it's gonna put you in a situation where you're not gonna. It's gonna feel heavy. Let's say it like that. It's gonna feel heavy in the sense that you're gonna be in your head about it. You may be careful here not to stress yourself out too much, taking on too many burdens here, and not remembering to take some time off as well. And yeah, because I see coming up for you here, I see a new path forward being blocked because there's not enough balance here. You should probably look at the agenda you go into your career with here, meaning that do you know what your goals are? Do you know how you pursue them, or are you just are you working without a plan here, and a plan that has that places, how can I say, a plan where you know your intentions, you know the goals to get there, and you know how to be realistic about your goals, so you don't end up doing a lot of wasted work or finding yourself in situations here where you don't get enough sleep. And possibly also, please be mindful here of environments where you feel a little bit backstabbed here. Yeah, there's something here about you should probably look into the way that you plan your career plan, so to say. Because I'm seeing a blockage here. It might have to do with questioning whether or not you are actually on the right path here, if you're doing what is right for you. I mean, if you constantly find yourself in situations here where stress is part of your plan here, you might actually be slowly but surely diminishing your hopes and your positive attitude here, right? It might be actually, if you're not mindful here about finding the balance, negativity could come and take over your career path here, and then you might be moving towards a bit of a block. But in all cases, I see a new beginning here being blocked. So that's a career for you. The good news is that you are coming to the end of this situation here, if you allow it to. But it's very important that you don't let any kind of like stress, or if you feel backstabbed sometimes, or you just feel as though you put in too much work without getting the reward here, that you don't allow any kind of negativity follow you on your path here. For some reason my message doesn't come through about the info of the readings. Doesn't, Moonstar? Alright, I have no idea what that currency is, boss bitch. I'm gonna take it. What will happen with me this week? I received threats from my closest friend. What? Well, she can't really be a close friend if she threatens you, can't she? What will happen to boss bitch this week? But darling, you're boss bitch. Shouldn't your friend be afraid of you? But Queen Ass, the thing is, there is a potential for a new start. It might be delayed a little bit here. Well, and it's very important that you keep you do your best to try and keep a positive mindset, even when shit happens, right? Hey, Lau. No, the free list is closed. Sorry. Well, let's see here. What will happen this week to boss bitch? What will happen to boss bitch this week? What is that on your photo? Is that a teddy bear? What will happen to boss bitch this week? And then I will have to look up that currency later so I can understand what that is. What is gonna happen to boss bitch this week? Well, boss bitch, you're gonna be in the Queen of Swords here. You're gonna be in the Queen of Swords energy, so you're gonna be fine. You're gonna be absolutely fine. You're gonna receive information and you're gonna stand in your truth. You're gonna be able to weigh out the pros and the cons, and you're gonna be able to find balance in this situation here. Yeah. The conflict that you might be predicting happening here is not gonna happen. I also see a Queen of Swords. Yeah. If you're stressing out about someone here throwing out their karma onto you, don't worry, things are gonna be balanced. If anyone comes towards you with conflict, you're gonna stand in your power here, and as I said, weigh out the pros and the cons. You're not gonna give in here. You're gonna listen to your intuition. If it's something here feels as though it's not right for you, you're gonna cut it out. You have a sort of truth and you're gonna use it, and you're gonna do so with dignity. So that's what's coming towards you. Watching yesterday's Cancer reading, advert break. Well, was there an advert break? Well, yeah, they place adverts into those readings now. Biggest deck. Yep, it's the biggest deck. How do I shuffle that? It takes time. You can see the deck. I have it right here. This is how big the deck is. I have just ordered the smaller deck, and I hope to get it before Brexit. I just ordered my last order from Brexit. before Brexit because I'll get all my decks from England, and I'm not going to be able to after Brexit because of tariffs. This is how big it is, and this is how big the deck is that I'm using now. So I rarely use this deck. It's called Next World Tarot. Yes. It's fine. I will do it, Lau Lau. Will Natalie come back with a love offer in March? Lau Lau, have we not? She will not. Will she come back with a love offer? Darling, we have been through this before. You are dealing. I'm going to pull the cards here, but I'm just going to say it straightforward. You are dealing with a woman who is dignified, right? She's great. She's a pre-empress. She wanted commitment from you. You said no. She walked away with grace. She's not going to come back to you with a love offer. A woman who has self-respect, man, woman, people with self-respect, when they walk away because they were not offered a love offer and they walk away with grace, they are not going to chase back and say, will you please give me an offer now? No, then it's the person who left them who's going to do it, you know? Just a bit of a reality check here. Let's see. Will Natalie come back with a love offer? Will Natalie come back with a love offer? Will she come back with a love offer? Will Natalie come back with a love offer in March? Will Natalie come back with a love offer in March to Lau Lau? Will Natalie come back with a love offer? I mean, you Queen of Swords. You do that, see. All right. Will Natalie come back with a love offer to Lau Lau? Will Natalie come back with a love offer to Lau Lau? All right. I take it back. Why is this even? How is this possible? All right. She may. You got the exact same card as last time, Lau Lau. 9 of Cups. You have 2 cards that keep coming up for you. King is King of the Wands in reverse and the 9 of Cups. These cards come up for you quite a lot, which tells me that you may be a little bit lazy here and she's doing all the work. I am still going to say that I would not. Right. She may come back here because she misses you. She misses you and she comes back, but something here needs to change, absolutely. But you have to understand she's going to be very emotionally independent within herself. She misses you because she has not let go of you. So she comes back to you. That's fucking amazing. Yeah, she's gonna come back by March. But you better treat her a little bit good here, right? There's something here between the 2 of you that needs to change. There's a if the 2 of you do come together, you have to come together in a complete different way. Because you can't stay with the same energies here. Right? If you stay with the same energies, for instance, like that of not being having equal give and take, or you know, she wants a stable commitment and you don't, it's gonna end the same way. But yeah. But Lau Lau, I would still not. I still get this in my gut feeling. I don't know. You do what you do, but you get all the cards saying yes. But don't get lazy here. Please do not get lazy. I don't know. You must be very good looking and all something. You must have something here. The 2 of you have a very, very strong bond together. So, yes, by March, yes. Which is surprising me. It's like a miracle. All right. Where do we have the free list up here? The free list. Free list. We have Moonstar free list, and then the free list is over. Me Moonstar, throw out your question. No Moonstar, I go. They don't appear. Yeah, I don't even see them either. Try again. Try again. When did my abandonment issue start? Like what event? Holy moly. Hey, Chrislyn, the free list is closed. You can donate $5 and get on and to get on the paid list, or you can wait till I go online again. Someday. All right, let's see here. I post on Instagram when I go online, and I also post it in the community section, I think it's called. When did my abandonment issue start? Shit. Yeah, we can use this day. See, normally I would do a bit more of a psychic reading when we do these kind of questions, right? I would use different deck cards. Normally I would do a psychic reading. Moonstar, I see them here. I will do a quick one looking into it. You know, when I have to do like proper psychic readings, I do. It's not like this. It's a proper reading. So let's see, what can I do here? Where did my abandonment issues start? All right, Laura, I will take it. Hey, Angel Carlos or Angel Carlos. All right, Moonstar. Where did my abandonment issues start? When did it start? When did Moonstars? Show me more. The root of Moonstars. Show me the event. The event. Abandonment issue. Hi, Athena. How are you doing? How's things going with you? Have you made a lot of progress? Have you grown? Tell me. Long time no see. All right, I'm just gonna go here with Musa. Show me the roots. Show me the roots. Okay, we have all the heavy energies here, right? The moon and the high priestess in reverse all flew out. So this had a lot to do with you not listening to your own intuition, you not trusting the truth that your intuition is actually telling you. What I'm trying to say here is that all the answers I can give you, you can give to yourself when you look deep into yourself, but you may have a tendency to look for answers outside, and you have to be very mindful of that. The reason why you have to be mindful of that is because when it comes to finding the root of an abandonment issues, it requires a lot of work on yourself. And if I just pull tarot here, I can tell you that in a minute here. If I just pull tarot here for you and give you the answer, you might not be listening to your truth, right? So when I look at the cards here, we have the Tower in reverse and we have the Two of Pentacles. It feels as though your abandonment issues might have come from somewhere down the line, where you could have that you were exposed to a situation where you needed to develop an ego, right? But you failed to do so. Which is, for instance, you previously told me that you sometimes feel as though you resonate with the borderline, right? I'm not a psychologist, and to me, your energies never come off to me as proper borderline. You don't. But I want to say that borderlines to me are always failed narcissism. And what is a narcissistic personality disorder? It's a very, very strong ego that is developed early on in childhood for a person to protect them against some kind of a very emotional traumatic experience. It seems as though here at when the time in your life when you were supposed to develop some kind of an ego, a healthy ego, probably around the time that the normal ego is developed. I can't remember what age that is in, but it's in your childhood, right? It might have been that You failed at that. But it doesn't, your abandonment issues come possibly from you not being educated on your own emotions, learning to block your emotions, and learning not to be have not being able to listen to your emotional states of being whenever you had to make a decision. Right? It might be that you learn to cling a little bit here, right? It's like your decision power was taken away from you. Somewhere down the line, someone here taught you to not trust your emotions. And when you were taught not to trust your emotions, you kind of neglected a part of yourself. And because of that, you are now seeking for answers outside yourself. So your abandonment issue stems from a situation where someone here stole away your voice. And it could be a very strong father figure, could be mother as well, but it is a figure of someone here telling you that emotions are not important here, right? And that you should probably take on a lot of burdens, and that you should not, how can I say, that you should not be that emotions might be a weakness rather than being a vulnerability, that vulnerability is a strength. And it shows up as because you could possibly have been a very, very sensitive child. You are very emotional in nature here, right? That's it. It's about when you learn to set up boundaries, when you learn to see when you learn to do that. It's not as significant as, like, I don't feel as though we're talking about a personality disorder or anything here. Not really. You show up as balanced in that way. You show up as balanced, but you are absolutely. Don't worry, Moonstar. You are absolutely balanced. I'm not a clinical here, but I would say for you, because you make progress, and you are able to make progress, that tells you a lot that you are actually able to grow, right? That's something that you need to take with you. But it shows up here as your abandonment issues could have started by you being told not to use emotions when you are making decisions. And that has happened very early on. And because of that, you have rejected a part of yourself. Oh, but Gabby, you also have the super chat. The super chat also works now. So yeah, but because of that, Moonstar here, you don't trust yourself. So we're talking about a trust issue as well. But that's normally where it is. If you have abandonment issues, you have a trust issues. So, all right. Remember, it is Snatchy Terrors. It is $5 for questions, right? I don't know whether it is in your currency here. You can absolutely. All right, let me read let me read your chats here. But Moonstar, write me an email if you want a proper reading on this. I would do these kind of things. It's not like when I have to do like the psychic readings, I can't. It's not a one question reading, right? It's a deeper reading, and I use my cards. All right, guys, I will be in a minute. Yes, Lau Lau, I will be. That's right. I'm just gonna go and fill up my drink, and I will be there with you. All right, I'm back. I'm gonna look. Just gonna see the messages here, and I'll be there. Just what did you say, Afina? What did you say? What did you say? What did you say, Afina? I'm a boss bitch because I'm speaking the truth. Not everyone likes that. Well, you know what? That's their problem, not yours. Personal opinion, of course. Of course, we can become diplomatic in the way that we speak truth, but as my mom said, especially women who have an opinion will take some beatings along the way. I can tell you that. I'm going to do the questions here for the donations. I just want to say what Afina said. I'm just getting through the holidays. Oh, darling. How are you doing there? And Snatchatarius Brent says hi. Oh, hi, Snatchatarius there. The Snatchatarius. The Snatchatarius. How did it work out with you and the Snatchatarius here? That I would like to know. So, yes. Thank you. I'm just going to do Lau Lau, and then we have Black Goddess. I guess that was what popped in here. Will our relationship last when we start again? Yeah, let's look into that. I mean, if you get the... Yes, Lau Lau, if you put in the work. All right, is a spider on your... All right. There's a spider on your profile. I felt like I was a spider on my screen. All right. Will the relationship last when they start again? Now, understand. Yes, it will. It will, and you know why, Lau Lau? Because you will be putting in the work. It will happen quickly. There will be... This is so fun. Why do you keep showing up as the King of Wands in reverse? What's going to happen here is that when communication comes in, right? I will hear that. When communication comes in here, right, Lau Lau? It's going to happen fast between the two of you. There's a lot of passion between the two of you. But what's going to happen is that the two of you here will be able to... You've got to use a bit of logic here. Absolutely. You may even go on a bit of a reunion travel as well. But in all cases, I see you balancing out the scales here because you will be able to use your heart space and your logic here, meaning that you will be able to put in the work, all right? You will be able to do the right thing. You will be able to speak truth. Communication is going to come in about how to make this work. And what you will be in argument about will absolutely be any kind of laziness from this King of Wands in reverse, which shows up as you. That is going to be put to rest here, right? There's absolute devotion here. Yeah. It's going to work here. When you do the right thing. That's what Justice here is telling. When you do the right thing, things are going to work. And when you do things... when you're being asked to do so, right? Meaning that if someone here tells you that she wants commitment and you continue to do but I still want to see other people, which you're not going to do, then it's not going to work right? When you stand in your truth, it's going to happen. Because there will be balance. And when there's balance, that's how things work out. When things are imbalanced, that's when things fall apart. I have no idea how it's possible that she will come to you, but because we only do like quick questions, but it says that it's going to happen like that. Most likely because she's absolutely devoted, but I mean, as a woman, I would tell you that it's not going to happen, but apparently it says, yeah, so. All right, we have Black Goddess. I'm glad to hear that you're trying to make it work here, Afina. Oh, that is, that's how relationships are, Relationships, everything's up and down. Nothing's perfect. You have to put in the work. There will be situations where things suck, and then you will have to put in the work again. I mean, that's life, And even those connections that look on the surface to be good, right? There's a lot of work behind it. I can tell you for a fact, if a relationship shows up on Instagram as being picture perfect, it's completely wrong. I saw these all right. Black Goddess, please show me your question here. But what I meant to say is that there's an amazing sketch on SNL when an Instagram couple comes on to those two who do the weekly anchors, and they show us perfect, but they argue of everything, about everything. What do you say? Should I not contact her? We will look into that next time, Lau. All right, you know what, Lau? You've done so many donations. I'm gonna give you an advice, and then we will, before we have Black Goddess, please throw me your question. I'm not gonna do a collective, no, Gabby. I have to read a. My friend sent me a letter. I have to look. What do you call it? An article. Something that's being published, so it must be a article. You just go watch the Scorpio 2020. The 2021 reading up next week. But you should not watch the 2021 reading without having watched the 20 readings. So, Black Goddess, please let me know. All right, I'm just going to do here for Lau an oracle here for you, right? What do we have for Lau in regards to how I should... A merry motive. Let me get you that one. And it is what it is. Yeah. It's about knowing your own motives and understanding what drives you to meet your goals. The wisdom behind your intentions. Okay. So this is about you focusing on you, setting your intention, moving towards a goal. You feel compelled to keep doing what it is, but do you know the why behind this drive? Do you know what it is that you truly want and why you are pursuing it? Why are you chasing a destination with the anticipation of how it will make others feel about you or how you feel about yourself? You must choose to be in the flow of the experience. Surrender your expectations to a higher power rather than being guided by your limited self. The most important aspect to consider now is not where you place your focus, because the most important thing to consider right now is where you place your focus, because that is where your energy will flow. Yep. So this is very much about you. For instance, you said that you were working on yourself, right? Going to this gym and all that. It's about you understanding why it is that you're doing it. Are you doing it because you want to impress her, or are you doing it because you want to better yourself? So you can be in a long-term commitment. And as I have already said, personally, when it comes to this situation, I would, if I were you, right, Lau, what you should do here is that you should write down a list completely as to why it is that you want her. What are your motives here for her? What makes her so special, right? So when the timing is right and she comes to you, or you go to her, you will know you have a complete, clear understanding why. It's not just because you want her. What is it that makes her so special? Why is she the woman for you? How is she the woman for you? And how can you be a man for her, right? Man, how can you be her partner? All of that, getting completely precise on your motivations, so you are not in doubt. And then when you are clear about that, your heart, we will look into it next time. Even your heart does not tell you what to do before then. That's probably the advice here for you. Apparently, you should be doing some work on yourself. All right, so let's see here, Black Goddess. New love and business opportunity. New love. So, what's coming in business-wise here for you? What is coming in business-wise for you, Black Goddess? What is coming in business-wise for you? What is your current situation in terms of business? What's your current situation in terms of business? What is coming in Black Goddess. Hey, dog. Yeah, donations. Yes, donations are still up. Good to see you. What's coming in for business for Black Goddess? What's coming up in business for Black Goddess? What do you do for business here? This is probably the same advice I got before. Circumstances might be a little bit against you here. I'm not seeing you reaching a particular. Oh wait, hold on. Hold on. You're a healer. All right, good news and bad news is I actually see you being happy. In terms of your career, I'm seeing you possibly be mindful of that you find yourself in communities where you find enough support, right? Meaning that there may be a situation, it could be because you're working from your home or whatever it is that you are, the environment that you might be working in here in terms of your business might not be ideal for you, right? So there might be an advice here for you to look at your, look at your business plan here a little bit in terms of your environments. It might also be that if you are in an environment where there are a lot of distractions here, right? Please be mindful of that, especially if that is like hanging out at the coffee room, that kind of an energy where you drink more coffee than you do work here. I am seeing things coming to an end though. Alright. It's gonna work out fine. There will be celebrations for you in terms of your business here. You will reach the next step in your career, but it might be that you will have to celebrate the small victories for yourself here. Especially if I don't know if there's something about your environment here. It could also be the people that you are around. They may not be very supportive, It's one of those energies of learning to celebrate your victories alone. Well, things are looking good for you. But still, look a little bit into, how it is that you are investing your time and your energy. You have been celebrating small victories alone. You will continue to do that. So if you would like some inspiration here, maybe consider a little bit here where it is that you continue to, like, or there's something here that needs to be cut off. Is there something that you're investing your energy into that you should not be investing time into? For instance, if you are a healer, you know the importance of saving your energies, right? There's something here about it would be advice for you to be better at possibly setting up, those protecting your energies, right? Now I don't know what it's like in the healing world, but it might be that I don't know, that maybe you are talking stuff about having to forgive. Yeah. Remember to heal yourself a little bit, especially if there's an energy. I have to say, I see an energy coming into your field, like on and off, and it gets you a little bit resentment. That would make sense. Yeah, that energy is something you should probably work a little bit on, because it could it takes from you. Let's say like that. It takes from you. And the way to do so is by asking questions to your inner child, right? Going on a little spiritual journey into your inner child, talking with your intuition. I don't know if you have tried those exercises where it depends on who you are, how you deal with the inner child, but people who are hurt on the inner child, and if the inner child is crying or whatever they're going through, there can be like that when you have to be alone. You can hug yourself, or you can say there, reparenting yourself and all of that. But I'm not seeing massive growth though. But I'm seeing small victories. Seeing small victories here. So, in your love life, and then we had the dial for Josh. Hold on. How much did you donate? Oh, I have messages I have to take care of. Quick for your love life. Dial Josh, please throw out your question. Quick one for your love life. Yeah, those resentments is a little bit of the same message here about well, you are releasing the burdens. That's a good thing. In terms of your love life, you're releasing the heavy energies that you're carrying around with you, and you are possibly avoiding some kind of a tower moment by doing that. It might be that you have to say no to any kind of offers coming towards you very, very quickly. Could be, yeah. Even if they are energetically, you are actually getting rid of that burden. So, yeah, and when you do that, there's a brand new start here waiting for you. So that's your love life here. What do I see coming towards you in general? Okay, I can pull and one card, dial just right. One card. One card. It's you guys have to remember that 2021, 12 months. Normally it's like a bigger reading, so I can look in like I can pull an oral energy. You're welcome. You're welcome. What is an oral energy coming? Show me what's coming towards us here quickly for 2021. Guys, next week I have I'm gonna upload the 2021 readings for all the signs. They took me ages to get through, man. 2020 and 21 readings. Took me about 3 weeks to do all the signs. That's how heavy yearly readings are. So what do I see? Overall energy for Josh in 2021. An energy coming towards Josh in 2021. An energy coming towards Josh in 2021. A transition. I see you possibly getting, you may even be going traveling. In all cases, I do see a transition for you. I also see a communication coming your way about a solid offer. But yeah, that's going to make you very, very victorious. There may be delays though, especially if it comes with travel. I have to say it might be a travel. I can't go into all the details because this is that would be, I would have to do like a proper reading here. But yeah, you may go on some kind of a boat trip as well. But in all cases, it's a communication for something solid. It's gonna require you to grab the opportunity with both hands to make it work. But it's gonna make you feel very, very, very victorious. However, there will be delays. Yeah. So it's gonna require a lot of strength from you, inner strength and dedication to make it work, to make it grow. It's gonna require work. If you don't work on it, you're gonna lose this opportunity. It could be in regards to your job, right? So yeah, it's very important that you put in the work, because it could disappear as quickly as it comes in if you don't put in the work for it. So that is what we have coming in for you in general here. It's an opportunity for something solid. Absolutely. And what it is, it could be in regards to your work, your career. Yeah, and there we have it. And you will be moving towards a brand new mindset, and you might be required you might be required also to let go of any kind of a naivety, and by that I mean have a realistic perspective. You're changing. Your mindset is changing. It's gonna require you to make peace with the past, meaning that you should remember who you are. That failures and successes have all placed you into the energy that you are in right now, where you're moving, because you are gonna go through a transition, and it will be a little bit up and down here, right? But you will go through it when you work on it. So that's it. Are there any more donations? Otherwise, we will go offline. I will say that's it. Thank you for showing up. Thank you for the donations. Are there any messages? Any messages? All right, we will call that it. Yeah, we're gonna call that it. We're gonna call that it. Thank you all for showing up, Athena. And I'm so glad to hear that you're doing well, Athena. You deserve that. You had a rough year, didn't you? You know, Athena, I'm gonna do a very, very special as a Merry Christmas to you. I'm gonna pull you an oracle. Do you want an oracle? Just a little Christmas your way. It's been a while since I've seen you here. Let's give you an oracle. You and Brett an oracle. You've been busy, darling. You've been busy. It takes work reconciling, all right? It takes a lot of work. It's not just about coming together and saying, oh, right, so nothing happens. Like, no. You have to work on it. By the way, I want to show you an amazing deck I got myself. If any of you did not see it, I got tarot deck with Muppets, with small little dogs. Do you see? Isn't it beautiful? I did it on unpacking, and I put the unpacking on the channel because this is my Christmas gift from the donations you have given me. So I call it's my Christmas gift from you to me. But let's see here. What do we have, Athena? One here for you. What messages do you have for Athena? No, nothing to gush about, you know. It's just, it takes hard work. Everyone knows that. No one's perfect. Messages. Awakening the genius and opening up to discovery. This is a fun one. Let me see how I can get this for you. Awakening the genius. I love that card. It's about, it's basically about talk, right? Awakening the genius. It's going to be a little bit of a, all right, let me interpret it for you. The ancient Greeks believed that each person had a specific genius that acted like a spirit guide, inspiring you with new ideas to further your evolution as an individual, as well as the evolution of all humanity. You could say that the genius is the spirit of creative expression, and when you tune into it, amazing things happen. When your genius awakens, you realize you do not have to do everything yourself. You have an inspired, dedicated, wise helper on your side. Today, can you imagine cultivating a playful relationship with this extraordinary spirit? If you can, you will recognize that you don't have to solve every problem with only the knowledge, memories, and experiences you already have acquired. Your intellect, in this case, serves as a channel for this spirit of genius, and it can filter in new information. How you forge this connection is to get out of your own way and simply allow it to work through you. The word genius comes from Latin dignere, which means to bring forth or birth, and shares the same root as the word generate. You are at this moment about to give birth to a new mode of expression, and a powerful one at that. Commit to partnering with your genius, and only deep satisfaction and success would result. Today is a day when your inspired ideas matters. All right, and open to discovery underneath. What this is about is that, I don't know if you can't remember, I went over it in some readings, how we make room for new experiences. Sometimes we have a tendency to think of ourselves as limited in that, for instance, when we lose hope, right? When we lose hope, it's because we only pull upon the bad memories. But our life, our heart, our soul, we have an infinite capacity to open up to new experiences. So, for instance, people who only know pain, right? In those cases where people, they only know shit, because some children grow up, for instance, people who are orphaned, those what we call poor souls, can fall into hopelessness and never believe there's anything good out there for them because they never experienced it. I don't see you have gone through this, but if you ever find yourself in that, energy where you feel stuck and you can't see any good, it's because you are in that limited belief. So with the genius here, right? And it's about opening up to the fact that you are a blank canvas, so to say, that you have potential for infinite new experiences. And that's how you move into to new energies, right? That's how you can break away from any kind of bad energy, I want to say. That you are open, right? So if you continue to be stuck in any kind of like old narrative of all this shit or bad things, right? Then that becomes your reality. Whereas if you're able to also include pros and cons and see that there's such a door to new discoveries out there, then you write a new story. Then you turn the page into the future. So that's the oracle message for you guys. I hope that was useful. Did you get anything from that? You can take what you want or you can leave it. I thought it was a beautiful message. I love the genius. You can also think of the genius as your spirit guides, right? That helps you communicate. You're welcome. I am gonna go and what am I gonna do? I just got Netflix. Well, that's good. You can take what you want. I just got Netflix for the first time in ages. I'm gonna see if I can see it if there's a Christmas movie. 20th of December, I haven't watched The Grinch. I'm gonna go watch The Grinch, all right? I'm just a big child. And then I'm gonna go work tomorrow. All right. Sleep tight, guys. See ya. Ciao.